Hello internet, welcome back. Back to this internet, we want to come up and inject some of the people. Talk about this kind of the man that want to split the two families. The family of Matiko and the other family of Quiet Grandma. Grandma is one of the women that has tried to stay his life, entire of his life. But there's this an old man. I think it's very old man. When I say about the old man, I mean about is an old man. Now he's going to the quiet grandma, trying to inject and saying that he should not be allowing some people to go there and film his video. But on my concern, as I came to my realization, he was preferring to Hosea. He's the one that they are preferring that he should not be going there to to sorry, but that is nature. Sometimes you can be choked even with saliva. That is nature. You have to cope up with the situation, but I know somehow it's a bad behavior. Actually, I know this kind of the old man. Me, you shall call him an old man because not a youth. He's past, he's 40 something years, and a youth is from 18 to 35 years. So he's not a youth. He's an old man. So this kind of the person has been there in Nyamwini's time for a quite period of time. Why didn't not he seen all this kind of the family? But right now he's just going there talking about what we want. And he said it in Kikuria. For those people who don't understand Kikuria, he said it clearly that what he don't want some people to go there and film the video. But when it comes to my confirmation, when it come now to my realization, who was this kind of the old man was preferring? This old man was just preferring to Hosea. That's the kind of the person that he was preferring, that he don't want them to go there and make a video. But the reality and the fact of the day is that where was he this kind of the all time and not going there to say that, oh, I don't want this and this and this. Later on, he want to split the two family. Before he started this video, we saw him going to Matiko's place, whereby Max one is just trying to help them. But when he went there, he never found them. But this person was inside. The mother to Matiko was inside, because after getting out, we had a little bit of the sound that were coming from there. Where was this sound coming from? Automatically and obviously, we just realized that he didn't want things to associate with this old man. Then from there, this man how is just calculative. He wanted even to go through there and tell this kind of the woman that, oh, don't allow this kind of the people to come here. He came out from that particular position back to the quiet grandma, trying to tell them, oh, and even saying that this kind of the person will come back. Who is this? The person that he was referring that he have to go back. It was Lady J. He was preferring that Lady J will go back to where? To dancing grandma. To quiet grandma. That's the truth of the fact. He has been together with Hosea, so he know how money has been split. I'm just coming there to inject this kind of the issue, how they're coming in, and why look at the traveler is over here just to inject 1 to 3. Because when you see about look at the traveler with the red hat, he's and a red t-shirt, is just over here to inject this kind of the issues according to how they come in. First and foremost, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It goes by the name Lucas the Traveler. For those people who are coming for the first time, consider to subscribe, like the video, always turn on notification. Remember, we are just loading to 3,000 subscribers. Get to understand that we add 3 or 4 subscribers each and every day we wake up. So that simply means what? That simply means there's new subscriber who usually join to our YouTube channel. So I really welcome, and I don't take you people for granted. Today I'm just making this video live and clear from this particular place here, just to inject 1 or 3 things that are coming up at this particular moment. So this is the one person that Hosea has been helping him entire of his life. How has Hosea helping him? Because sometimes I might ask, how has Hosea helping him? Somebody comes in and say that, oh, how have he helped you? He have helped him. Let's accept, because he has been there for quite a period of time. Who has helped him with a channel? He get to understand he has been very close to Hosea. So that simply means he knows the money that has been sent for these 2 lands to be to be plowed. And right now he wants this money to be generated to his pocket. And if he doesn't want this money to be generated to his pocket, alternatively, he wants now to go to that land, pretending to, because we had when he was telling the quiet grandmom, and he spoke in Kiswahili, said this way. In Kiswahili, you can just hear that script. He said it clear that I have cows. I will be coming here automatically to make sure that I allow this kind of your shamba. I'll have to make sure that I allow this kind of your shamba. So that simply means that he is aiming about this kind of the money that they were generated to Hosea, because he has been very close to him. You know, for you to kill for you to kill a thief, you have to find somebody that is very close to you. That is the somebody that can help you to kill this kind of the person, and that is automatically. That's how this kind of the issue is being generated. Is now being flowing. Is being flowing step by step. Now, after this kind of the platformia, after this kind of the issues now is going ahead to block them. We know automatically either he will be coming with his own bulls to make sure that he allow this kind of the farm. Then he claim that now, you see, I'm doing charity work in form of what? In form of just doing this milking. Milking money from subscriber. That one is something that we have already understood. Even before we being told, we have already understood. And over here, we are just here to inject, because there is no way. Instead, these are some issues. Instead of being a peaceful maker, you being a troublemaker. And yet when you confirm, and when we come to a very deep realization, you get to understand that the person that is being a troublemaker is an old man. He cannot complain that he's a youth. A youth, if you're an old man, you just compete with your old man. Because you cannot come here and try to say that guys, get it clear. He's trying to say this thing. He said it, that once you see this kind of the people coming to shoot and even coming to Palau the farm, cry. In the vernacular language, that's what he speak. And even quite grandmom, because he's aiming for something to be helped, now is just coming out and say that, this kind of you just make sure that when you see this kind of the people, make sure that you cry. But the reality and the fact of the things, he should be a peaceful maker, not a troublemaker. That's true. Because how can you be a troublemaker and yet you have a son that is almost you, then you are there being troublemaker? It does not even bring any type of sensing capacity that even can inject to our minds. Sometimes it's really hard thing, but that's how it is nature. Right now has been helped, is now on a YouTube channel. That's true, perfect, and that is good, despite anything. Now, instead of now him doing his own things, is now following back this kind of the person. Okay, we get to understand, yes. They are saying that Hosea is following Lady J each and every place that is making his step. He must be there. Yes, we accept, we don't refuse. In another way around, we don't refuse. But again, even if that was his own family member, talk about, even if it was all his own family member, was he welcomed to that particular place or to that particular time to Matikos, whereby he went with a video shooting? Was he being told that come with a video? And if he was being told that come with a video, why did he reach there and the mother to Matiko did not respond? But when he gets out, because you get to understand this kind of the voice, sometimes even if you go to Lucas, even if you don't see Lucas' face physically, but when Lucas, the travelers, try to speak, actually you realize that sound automatically it comes to, it obviously and automatically it comes to Lucas the traveler. Even if you have not seen physically Lucas the traveler. But one thing or the other, after seeing Lucas' face, it will inject your mind that it is a Lucas the traveler. So the sound, the background sound, that this kind of the old man that was speaking, you can just hear from background, and he said that forward never, backward, forward ever, backward never. But he never spoke in that manner. So that simply means that, and that's one simply indicates that automatically and obviously it was this kind of the person. So it cannot challenge us in either way. He refused. And that's the truth. Because we get to understand, okay, we get to understand these, the two family, they are closely related, because there's some time that we had Village TV and we were making a little bit of some videos over here. One time, Village TV himself, talk about Mokami that I'm talking about, once a time told us the story of those two families. And he told us that they are closely related. They share one parent. That simply means that they are blood somehow. Yes, we get to understand that, and we don't refuse that. But again, when things were cornering, when things were there now to dancing grandmom, when money was generating there fully, they never went there even to okay, is the firstborn now there? Did he ever went there now physically to make sure that he came to interact with these two families so that he's going to understand what is going on? We never saw him there. But coming now to the ground where now they are fighting one of the individual from that background, now they are trying to, and these all things that they are doing, me I can see sometimes they're going to go in vain, and that's the truth, and that's the fact. And let's talk a spoon, and let's call a spade, and that's the reality and the fact of the day as we speak. Yes, let's call it the fact of the day as we speak at this moment, as we come live and clear, because sometimes it really gets into our mind and beat. You have to ejaculate each and every position that you are coming from, because we are here and you have to make it happen. Despite what? Yes, we saw just the other day where the wrangles had already occurred. But they're just coming on to inject one of the person, say that this individual was what and what. These people, I don't know what they're talking about. There's no way you can just abuse a very little boy that is poor. You know, nobody knows about the future of somebody. And when you abuse this a little boy that is pure, you are shouting to the crowd and even went ahead to fight this individual. Then when somebody comes in, he wants to fight that individual. Then you expect people to obey this kind of the person, to kneel down because he has money. It cannot happen like that. And the truth factor of the day, it cannot operate like that. Somebody cannot come to you because they have a little bit of cash, then he wants to do. That is his money, and that his money does not bother anybody. That's the truth and the fact. If he has millions of shillings, the traveler has 10 bob, and the other person have this and this. This is your million, it is your million. It's just the matter of time. Just the matter of time. Usually we usually say that today is today and tomorrow is another day. You never know what will happen tomorrow, and you never know what is today. So actually, even a few minutes from now, you are not going to understand what is going to pop in, and what is just going to happen from a very few minutes from now. That's why you usually say that today is today and tomorrow being another day. Actually, and that's the fact, and that is the real matter of the day. So these are the total, we understand these are kind of the goons, because they are just there just to bring some chaotic issues. Even the other day when you saw Mokami was being beaten there, when he was being bought a little bit of goats, when this kind of the person went to try to pick the goats from that family, there's a lot of people that they were there just congesting just to go and pull it out from that particular point. But again, we saw this kind of the people. So, and also the person now that they are fighting over, talking about, oh, he's following this and this A to Z, that, you know, everybody has a freedom to walk. Even you cannot say individual that you should not go to Nyamuin. Even me personally, I have a right to go to there, and I will make a video so long as I've not intruded to somebody's compound. I have a freedom. That is Kenya. Kenya, you can shoot a video in any place so long as you have not gone to shoot in somebody's premises. Talk about the premises, have not. But inside, nobody is there to allow you that to tell you that you should not go there. How? How does it operate that you should not go there? You see, sometimes I usually feel like does even some people understand what is there? Because, you know, sometimes people, when somebody scoff, they have to kneel down and say that, oh, it's because now this kind of the person is not coming here to generate a little bit. Is that why is not coming here? So we have to chase this individual. Yes, we really accept over that. We don't refuse. Okay, despite doubt. Now let's come in and inject this kind of the issue that they're popping out. Let's inject to this one. Let me first post to my red Marvin, a red heart, and then we continue over this kind of, you know, it has been sunny, total sunny. So we get to understand some, right now it is too hot, right now there is too sunny. So actually, but that's one does not stop anybody that you should not work. You should make sure that you work. Even you can see the true look, how the kales, all the skuma wiki, they're really behaving over here. And I think it should be somehow be worth it. think I should, because I'm usually busy, I should look for somebody who will be coming here and try to water this kind of the sukuma wiki, because the water is just there and we should not let it to dry. So automatically I will look how this sukuma wiki will be watered. I look how this sukuma wiki will be watered daily. I should look for somebody to be coming over here and water this sukuma wiki. Yeah, that's the solution that I will be doing to this sukuma wiki and one of my avocado over there, so that this kind of the person to continue watering each and every day, each and every day. That's what I need to do, because I get it drying, of which is not the sun is but we expect rain at any day, but the day that we expect it, it does not come and knock. It will come silently. The rain will rain silently. So that's nature. You cannot control nature, and even we cannot predict nature. That's true. Yeah, so individual and actually good family, we are just there. And remember, okay, I think there's a video that will be coming that will be out of my construction site, and we are there. Great things are happening there. Great things are happening there. So it will be in a form of surprise that now, that's why you see I'm not shooting there videos daily basis. So I'm still making there and talk about now in a very highlight of what is going there to my construction site. Dealing about, we are moving. I think right now the bricks are being taken there. The bricks is being moving to my construction site, and we already fenced that place. The borehole we are already done. We are still moving with the washroom, and somehow we want at least a modern washroom, a modern toilet, a modern washroom. That's what we are just trying to do, and to make sure that at the end of the day we have to make it happen. We don't have hurry, but at the end of the day we have to make it happen. That is true. And we don't compete with people. We go with your own pace, at your own motion. So keep it tuned. If you have not subscribed to Lucas the Traveler YouTube channel, consider to subscribe. Remember, we are loading to 3,000 subscribers, and I appreciate for those people stopping by to watch my video and continue to move. Thank you. Let me see you there shortly.